Hello, Rita. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Arxi is one of our reference partners in Portugal and our first gold partner in Portugal as well. So it is a great pleasure to have you here today. Thank you so much for accepting being here with us.
Hi, Yasmin. Good afternoon. Thanks for your invitation and availability. We are also very happy to be here on the release of the version 16. So, new challenges will become.
Great. So, Rita, to start, since you are one of our reference partners in Portugal, you've been implementing Odoo for a very long time as well. I would like to start our interview today talking a little bit about Arxi itself, how you started with us, and your trajectory with us as well, and also your partnership with Odoo in the different senses. If you can talk a little bit about that.
Okay. So, the story of Arxi is not very big, but yet it's very intensive. We have started with Odoo when Odoo was releasing the version 11, and it was very interesting. It was just someday my husband and me he have found Odoo and tell me, okay, this is it, Rita. We will start our own business with Odoo, and so we quit our jobs and we start studying at night, and we have started our business with Arxi. And so since there at the beginning it wasn't very easy because, well, we hadn't any reference, and so the customers were asking for references. But until we start knocking doors, and until we get the 5 first clients, customers, we start to develop better. Your support is very important for us as account managers. So I think we have achieved good goals because first we have believed on the enterprise model business, and second because we have a lot of support from our account managers, and that leads us to being the first gold partner with Odoo, and we are very happy with that.
That's great. Rita, we know that each client is different. Each client has different needs and different demands as well. So it is very important to have a solid implementation methodology. But to implement well, you need to be able to assess the needs beforehand. So then the implementation is much more efficiency. So it is imperative to have a deep analysis before starting the project. At Arxi, of course, you had success implementing many different clients from different industries as well. So could you please tell us and give us an overview of how you assess and you evaluate your future Odoo projects with your clients, and also maybe talk a little about your implementation methodology and your specialization, since Arxi has great specializations in different industries as well.
Okay, so we always try to use the guidelines that Odoo gives to us, because since you have collected the best practices of implementation, we are trying to have that guide with us. And of course, we have our own market, so we try to match our experience with the guidelines that Odoo gave to us. And so also the specialization is very important, and for that recently we have restructured our way of working, and we have specialized teams. One team more focused on web marketing and services, another team in production and inventory, and another team in accounting, because as Odoo is so big and has lots of features and options, we feel that it's very important to have functional consultants that are aware of each process. This is about our structure. About the implementation, it's very important, as you was saying, to know the process of the customers. And so in the beginning, we always try to do the assessment and to understand in detail what they need, and to filter if it is a standard customer or it will be a customer that will need a deep development or not. And with that information, then we will try to have that project in a certain team. If our client is more like an industry, the production team will take care of that client. Even though the client has also accounting needs, then the team of accounting will support that client as well. So it's also very important to understand the type of customer, if they are available, if they are committed also with the project, to we need to build a relation with the client to have the best assessments that we could have.
Indeed, indeed. And as you mentioned today, we saw the release of Odoo V16 this morning with several new features and great focus on performance, which is important as well. Well, as we can see, Odoo is growing rapidly. For instance, we release a new version every year in order to be able to deliver the best we can to our clients. So taking this into consideration, what can you tell us about the importance for companies, in this case your clients, to keep their systems up to date? And also if you could talk a little bit about your own upgrade policy, as Arxi, I know Arxi has one.
So again, we are trying to go with the policies that Odoo, the guidelines that Odoo is giving to us regarding the maintenance contracts and how to keep the clients upgraded. So in the first level, it's very important it's mandatory to update the clients. First, because you will have new features all the years, and second, you need to keep the technology is evolving fast, so we need to also to get there. And in order to have good upgrades, the policy that we are trying to have, it's your own policy to have maintenance contracts. To manage better the expectations of the client and to guarantee that the code that we have developed on the process of the implementation is maintenance as some maintenance, and also we can upgrade the client from 2 or 3 to 3 years at least. And so yeah, it's also very important in the implementation phase to understand if the customer really needs the development or not, and so we try to don't have a lot of customization when we can, of course. If we have to have it, we try to go with the guidelines and having maintenance contracts for the new clients at least.
That's a very great strategy. So now moving on to a more broad topic. Since, as I already mentioned, you were our first gold partner in Portugal a few years ago, and as we can see, the market has grown a lot since you started implementing Odoo. With all your experience, could you give us an overview of the Odoo market in Portugal at the moment?
Yeah, so first of all, we are very happy to have this path with you, because we are gold partners, but we have a lot of help from you. And about Portugal, what we are feeling is that the demand is growing fast. And so the fact is we have local solutions, software local solutions, but Portugal is also a technology hub. So we have a lot of companies that have structure in Portugal, but also have localizations like in Spain, France, United States, UK, African markets. And so when we have a customer with this kind of characteristics, the local solutions normally won't reply because they don't have localizations in other countries, at least not besides Angolan market, they don't have in other localizations. So Odoo is the solution, and we are feeling not only for that, but also for being so user-friendly, so easy to use, and also for being also easy to have customization. The demand is growing, and the Odoo could be the solution.
Indeed. And a good point that you just mentioned, you have localizations not only for Portugal. Could you just briefly give us an overview of where you have the localizations available for our clients?
So we have, from Arxi, we have Portuguese and Angolan localization. They are certified. And from the other countries, we are using or Odoo localizations or partners localization. But in fact, we have customers that are that have business in United Kingdom, Malta, France, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, USA, France.
It's very international.
It's very international. It's easy to be international with Odoo.
That's great. That's great. Well, we talked a little bit about the past in the beginning. We talked about how is the situation now, the present, and let's talk a little bit about the future as well, as I hope you stay with us for many years. So in your opinion, what are Arxi's growth perspectives? How do you see Arxi in 5 years? Let's put it that way.
Okay, that's easy. So the future is we are focusing in grow, of course, and evolving fast, as you are evolving fast. So you need to keep update with your growing as well. And we are at the moment studying new markets. So maybe open also Arxi offices in other countries. So that will be the path. So in 5 years, I hope we could have 3 different offices besides Portugal.
That's great. That's very good. Good news.
I won't say in which countries for now.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Tune in for more. So one last question that is also related to the Portuguese market, as it's your main market at the moment. Odoo has done some marketing campaigns in Portugal, for instance, the billboards that we could see everywhere across the country. So how do you see Odoo's investment, for instance, in marketing in Portugal at the moment, and what do you think we could do to reach out to more customers?
Okay, so it's very helpful, the billboards. They are very helpful because we have, when some customer reaches, so we have that all billboards. I just see that billboards in Portugal. I don't see anything else. So it's very helpful, at least the billboards, and also I guess to do some campaigns so we receive also leads regarding that online campaigns. So it's already a lot. What you could do more, but the road shows are also very interesting and important for us. So at the moment they are generating lots of leads already, and awareness, brand awareness. So I guess one additional thing is if the partner has some events, local events, you could have some help for the partners to have local events. I guess it could be the only thing that I can remind right now.
Oh, that's great. Indeed, we've been to the roadshow together this year, and we could see the billboards everywhere. And as I work as well, as you mentioned, I work directly with the Portuguese market as well. We have a lot of clients that comes from the billboards, so it is great, and I'm happy that it works for the partners as well.
Yeah, it works.
So that was it for today. I would like to thank you so much for taking your time and having this interview with us, sharing your story and your perspective as well of Odoo. I hope you enjoyed the keynote today with Fabian. We have a lot of great new features and focus on performance as well, which will be definitely great. So thank you so much, and now let's continue enjoying our Odoo Experience 2022 together. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you.
Thank you.